Hi everyone, this is Ramona. I'm so sorry I haven't made a video in a really long time. I didn't have a camera, my camera broke. So I just want to get to this quick because I have a lot to say. So this video is in lieu to two videos that I made about being in a relationship with a bipolar person who's not on medication. And a lot of the comments, people are really struggling with their relationship. Either they're choosing to stay within the relationship, but they just don't know what to do, to handle this person. They don't know how to coincide um, with this person, or they have just decided, what, I don't. I love this person. I want to stay with this person who has bipolar, okay? I want to stay with them. I want to love them. I want this to work out. I so want this to work out because I am very much in love. This is what the, people in the comments box are feeling and thinking and saying, okay? They just really want to stay in this relationship, but they don't see how they're just confused about a lot of things and what's going on. Okay. Basically, this video is going to be about not giving you reasons why you should leave. So I'm not going to, that's not what I'm going to talk about. What I am going to talk about is um, you've gotten to a point where you're just done. You've decided that I'm out of this relationship. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. But I know for a lot of people, when you're making this decision, which is this is a really hard decision, to leave someone behind who you're still in love with. Because when I left my relationship, I was very much in love with my ex, very much in love. Okay. Um, I think I got to a point where, the rose colored glasses fell off. And I got to a point where I couldn't lie to myself anymore. I couldn't lie to myself anymore about what was truly going on here. I personally was growing as a person. I'm going to tell you my own experience of what I was going through, and this is what led up to um, leaving. And you might see me get emotional because, like I said, I still love the person very much. I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't. If I wanted to grow and better myself as a person, if I wanted to follow my dreams, if I just wanted to basically be happy, if I had no um, current dreams at the time, I just wanted peace. I wanted quiet. I wanted myself back. I wanted the insanity to stop. I wanted to get off of this roller coaster ride of emotions and thoughts and constantly thinking. I just wanted all to stop because when you're with somebody who's bipolar, the standard person, the other person, they're going. I'm gonna let you know that you may think that you're not going a little crazy. You're going crazy, and it's not because you're a crazy person. It's because you're with somebody who is just very unstable, and your mind is constantly trying to figure out why is this, why is that, why is this, and you're just going a little crazy. And I just wanted all of that to stop. So like I said, all the things that she was doing to me, I just got to a point where I just was like, I can't do this anymore. I was The rose-colored glasses fell off, and I was clearly seeing her for who she really is. She is a liar. She is a manipulator. Um, she will tell you the kind things that she does and the loving things that she does is not for the sake of doing for that person, but it's for the sake of getting back, for her to get what she wants out of it, which is she wants people to, I'm talking about people in general around her, including myself. She just wants people to coddle her. She wants people to say, oh, baby, come here. It's going to be all right. It's going to be right. And she works hard to get that attention. Okay. Granted, yes, she had a really bad childhood, whatever, and plus she has this bipolar and everything. So this is who she grew up as a person. And, I'm just like, the more days went by, the more weeks went by, because there was a time where I was getting some space from her. I got a lot of space from her. I was able to, live my life clearly, to clearly see, because when you have somebody harping on you, they're around you 24 hours 7 days a week, you don't know what's your left from your right. You don't. Okay, so now I'm going to give you 16 points. I'm going to give you 16 points. Don't count, because I may leave some things out and I may add some things, okay? But I have notes here, so if you see me reading, yes, I am reading. All these things are really important. I really want to help you out the best way that I can. Exactly what it was that I went through. Okay. So here we go. Okay. So what you need to realize is that you're not leaving out of the standard relationship. This is not a standard relationship. What you need to be truthful with yourself and realize that this was an abusive relationship. Okay, you have to be honest with yourself. Really, if you can't be your own best friend and be truthful with yourself, then you're not going to have yourself. Because for me, the major thing that I had was myself. Okay, to get me through this. I worked really hard. I really worked hard developing a love relationship with myself. Okay, so whatever I told myself, I knew I was telling myself the truth. I'm not going to paint a pretty picture, and bullshit myself. I'm not going to do that. Okay, so when I tell myself that, Ramona, this is okay, you're gonna be all right, you're doing this for this reason, whatever it is that I'm telling myself, I can rely on without fail. Okay, so realize this, that you are in an abusive relationship. It's abusive. Okay, the person who you were with was a person who's bipolar. Bipolar people, they learn to be manipulators. They learn to be liars. And I don't know if it's based on learning or just how their minds are wired. I don't know. I don't know. But they are manipulators. They are liars. They do and say anything, and they seem really honest about it. They seem genuine about it, but really they're just giving you whatever it is that you want, okay, to get what they want, which is for you to coddle them, for you to see what they want you to see, okay, because they know, well, if she really sees me for who I truly am, she's not going to stay, okay. So they learn how to, they know that they're going to be abusive. They can't help but to be abusive. It's just going to happen, whether they're on medication or not on medication. They're just going to be some levels of abuse, even physical abuse, okay. But they learn how to get you back on board, okay? So you need to realize, number one, this was an abusive relationship. And in knowing that it's an abusive relationship, down the line, when you tell this person that it's over, okay, realize that it's going to be very hard. It's going to be so hard for you. Even if you're the person who's leaving that person behind, your soon-to-be ex behind, don't get cocky. Don't get cocky, because you're going to go through hell and back. You're going to go through a lot of emotional pain, because the truth of the matter is that you still love this person, right? Am I lying? No, I'm not. You know it. You're still in love, but you have to leave. There's no way about it. You know, even if you're feeling a little cocky about it, you know, take that as a little form of help, okay? But don't rely on it completely, because when later on, when you're feeling cocky, like, yeah, I left you behind, and you know, and then when you see it, because you're low and I'm up here, you're here and I'm up there. No, because when it comes to a point and you see your ex, this is later, okay? When you see your ex walking down the street with somebody else, you're not going to be screaming out hip hop hooray like I'm the best. You're not. So you just take this very seriously. I'm gonna, um, okay, well, this relationship is abusive. Um, so yes, so leaving behind is going to be a lot more difficult. Number two, you need to get really clear on your intentions. Get very clear on your intentions of why it is that you want to leave this person. Okay, the reason that is because when you already given that person the speech of saying goodbye and time is going by, you're going to get to a point where you're like, oh my god, what am I doing? I miss her so bad, or I miss him so bad. Oh my god, I made a big mistake. I made a big mistake, and I'm telling you, somehow, I mean, the hell that you've gone through in this relationship, okay, that pure hell and torture, it magically disappears. The memory of all of that just magically disappears when you know, reality is setting in, okay? Because reality is going to drip in, because, you know, you've learned to lie to yourself for all those years, okay? But you're learning not to do that anymore. You're learning to be honest with yourself, okay? So now reality is setting in. You're forcing yourself into a sad situation. So reality, you're going to go into a panic mode. Like, oh my God, I need to get that person back. Oh my God. And the only thing that you can remember is the good times, the times you were cuddling, the places that you went, the good things that you, I mean, because of obviously, if you were in this relationship all these years, a lot of it was good. It's just that when it was bad, it was evil. Okay, it was really ugly, and though that's what you can't put up with. Okay, but get clear with your intentions of why you are leaving this person behind, and so a good way to do that is making a video. So that's point three. Make a video of yourself. This is not for anybody else to see, not your soon-to-be ex, not your friends, not anybody. Make sure that's under lock and key. This video is for you to remind yourself of the reasons why you are leaving this person behind, okay? And those reasons are is because, you know, okay, so I want to say you have make sure that you list the reasons why you're leaving, okay? You're leaving because you need to protect yourself. You can't live like this anymore. You are going to cry. If you ever want to become anything good, if you ever want change in your life, if you ever want to be happy, you're going to have to leave this person behind. That's it. Because misery begets misery, okay? Negative begets negative. That's just the way it is. You have to, okay. So, but you're going to come up with your own reasons why, because this is for you. This is something that you're going to look at later. Okay, so when you're starting to when you start questioning yourself, like, what am I doing? Why did I leave this person behind? What am I thinking? You know, okay, that's when you're going to pull out this video, and it's going to remind you, okay, what's up. So you're going to also put in there. So the first one is why you're leaving. The second point is list how she made you feel. How did she make you feel? Now, The other good thing about making a video of yourself is you're going to see the pain in your face. You're going to see the pain in your face, and and when you see yourself later on, you're going to cry. You're going to say, what the hell was I thinking, doing to myself? Why would I put up with any bullshit from I'm sorry, swearing, but why was I putting up with such bull from anyone to make me that miserable, to make me feel that insecure, to make me feel what was I doing? Because it's also going to be a wake up call for you too. To maybe later on, when all this is done and over with, you know, find some love for yourself, because you know what the reality is that I'm getting off the point for a minute, but this relationship is not all about the bipolar person. It has something to do with you too, about what kind of love you have for yourself. Okay, so but anyways, so the bullet 3 for why you should make a video is give at least 10 examples of times that that your other has caused you harm. Okay, and don't give 1 or 2 or 3. Give a lot of examples. Give like 10 examples, and tell of the times of when your other had inflicted so much pain in you, felt like a kick in the stomach. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. That, wow, I can't believe that, your soul was reaching out. Your soul reached out to this person, like you've given this person your all, and to have, that person just scratch at it and knife it and punch it and kick it, I want you to give those examples of times when you've really reached out and you tried so hard to love your significant other, and no matter and when you did, you were just kicked down and it hurt. So once again, like I said, when you're trying to figure out what am I doing, leaving her behind or leaving him behind? What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm alone. I'm lonely. Like, this is real. I don't want. Then you'll have those examples. Like, when you see yourself hurting, explaining, to yourself that, oh, okay, then that's when you're gonna be like, oh, hell no. I know I'm hurting, but yeah, I need to go. Okay, so point D. So also, towards the end of the video, you want to remind yourself what are your expectations. So this is also another important thing. You want to come up with a list of things that you want to take care of. Why is it that you want to make it clear? Why is it that you want to leave out of this relationship? Okay, what is it? Is there some dreams that you wanted to follow that you couldn't because this person was just a wet blanket on you and you couldn't breathe, you couldn't do anything? Okay. Follow your dreams, follow your goals, make a list. It can be simple things or big things, to you. It has to be something special to you. Like, I want to start my small business. I want to lose weight and feel great. I want to quit smoking, which that was something that I did. Yay me. I want to go out and meet new people. I want new, happier experiences. I want change. I want this thing. So that was my thing. Those are my things and much more. Okay, so you want to do the same things, because those are the things that are going to motivate you to keep going. Believe me, listen to this. If you have no goals, if you have no dreams, and you're just a black hole, but consider that yourself. You're just a black hole, and you will go back to your ex. You need something to inspire you to want to make this change. Okay, so so the last point in that video, you just tell yourself, that you can do this. Remind yourself of some past experiences that you have conquered in your life, and those things where you like accomplished and you're like, oh my God, you shocked with yourself. Like, I did it. I can't believe I did it, but I did it. Remind yourself that you know, at times you think that you're a weak person, but believe me, if you lasted 5 years, 2, I don't care, 1 year, 2 year, 5 years, 10 years, if you would lasted those many years in a relationship with a bipolar person, you are strong. You have the strength and you have the courage to keep on going. Let me tell you something. The only thing that it is that instead of extending that strength and that courage and giving that to your other, you turn it around and you put it on yourself. Okay? Believe in yourself. Have the strength within yourself. You don't have to, you have it already, I promise you, but you just have to delve in. You have to find out your inner strength. So give yourself some love, okay? Remind yourself that you can do this. Remind yourself that, yes, I am going through a lot of pain right now. You talk to yourself in the camera, okay? Ramona, you're going through a lot of pain right now. I know that you're hurting really badly. And I know that you wanted this. Oh my gosh, I'm getting emotional. I know that you wanted this. You wanted this to work out. You really did, but it didn't work out. And you're trying to get through this. One day, this too shall pass. You're going to wake up and say, I'm free. You just got to continue to be strong. You got to keep fighting. You got to, just give yourself a pep talk. You know yourself, so you know what magical words that you can use in order to pep yourself up. Okay, so that's what the video is going to be. I'm going to use that for times when you're feeling really weak. You're going to have weak moments. Can I just say this? Going through a breakup, especially with somebody who's got a mental disorder, okay, a sickness, bipolar, schizophrenia, whatever the person's dealing with, breaking up with that kind of person is like an addiction. It really is, because you don't realize, like I said, and I said this earlier in the video, you do not realize it, but I promise you that, they had their claws within you very deeply, deeper than you realize, okay? They've manipulated you. They've got you wrapped around their finger tight, okay? You are no longer you. You are who they want you to be, okay? So you lose your identity within this relationship. You lost your identity, and now it's cold turkey. You're standing on your own, and you're going to have to find that strength that you already have that strength within you to do this. Break away. You can break away. But you have to believe in yourself. You can't give up. You cannot give up. And I'm saying this with a lot of passion because I know how you're feeling right now. That you're scared, you feel vulnerable, you're not sure if this is something that you can do, but you can do it. You don't deserve this abuse. You don't deserve this abuse. I promise you just don't deserve it. And there is something much better out there. You know what I tell myself? Okay. I tell myself that because I was really working on myself. Okay. I was working on myself, on loving myself, and doing some amazing things. Maybe I'll do an update about that. Okay. But even if you never have a love relationship ever again, there's one person that's always going to be there. One person who's always got your back. There's one person who's never going to disappoint you. There's one person who's never going to stop loving you. Okay? That is yourself. And as soon as you develop a relationship with yourself, you're going to feel comfortable with spending time with yourself, everything. And you will never be scared to be alone ever again. I promise you. We develop a relationship with yourself. So maybe that is something that you can, number one, put in your video. Okay, that you're going to work on developing a relationship with yourself. That's what you're going to do, because that person doesn't deserve you. Your abuser, your attacker, your manipulator, your liar that you've been dealing with, they don't deserve you. They do not deserve you. You don't deserve that kind of treatment. Okay, I went off on that because I'm really upset, but I really want to get this point across that I hope that you can let go. And I know that you can do this. Okay, so let's keep going. So, yes, so we've got the video. Um, now, now that you've gotten all that together, now you're going to have the phone call with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. Now, um, how do you tell your boyfriend, girlfriend? I'm not going to give you words because that's just going to come out. It's going to come out from your heart. You're going to believe. You're going to believe the truth. It's just going to come out. When I say bleed, it's just because what you're going to do is like, it's going to be so painful. I'm laughing because it's more of a nervous laugh. Sorry about that. But you're going to, it's going to hurt. It's a real conversation. This is not one of your arguments that you've had before where you know you're going to stay together anyways, but you're just angry and lashing out. It's not one of those things. It's not one of those talks. These talks are going to make your heart bleed. Like it's gonna hurt. It's gonna be painful. Um, if you know that the person you're with has, don't talk to that person when they're drinking or they're on illegal drugs or um, just who your significant other is. You know when to talk, when not to, when is a good time. It's never a good time, so you just gotta get out there, but not when the person is on drugs or on alcohol. Okay. The other thing is that if this person is physically being abusive to you and you're fearful of your life, there's two things that you can either do in that case. Okay, you either give this person um, closure, and it's most likely just to let this person go. Okay, so you're letting this person, you're just letting it not let them know, or let her know that it's over. You can try to talk out why it's over if that person, if your significant other allows you to do that, but that it's over. I'm sorry, I can't do this. It'll, like I said, it'll come out the way it's meant to come out. But like, oh, sorry, hold on. So, if the person is physically abusive, you can let them know on the phone. That's how I would do it. I wouldn't tell this person in person, face to face. Okay. Um, Even though my significant other, for the first 2 years, it was physically abusive, but then it stopped being. It was more emotional and mental abuse. So I wouldn't have any qualms with sitting there, but I didn't do it that way. I said it on the phone, and the reason why is because I knew that if I saw her face to face, I would melt and give in, and that wasn't what I wanted to do. I wanted out, and I desperately needed and I wanted out. So I decided to do it on the phone. That's completely up to you, but seriously, if the person is being physically abusive, has history of being physical abusive, either tell them on the phone or don't tell them at all. Run, run, write that person a note, mail it to them. It's over. Spread word to a friend. Let that friend, whatever it is. I don't know. That's a little bit, but you let them know. Hey, text them. I don't. They have caused you so much pain that they kind of lost the respect of a respectful end. So you have to protect yourself at all costs. If you think you're going to melt and go back because you're seeing their face and they have their ways of telling you, oh no, stay, then do it over the phone. If they're physically abusive, do it over the phone. I say do it over the phone. Okay, so that's up to you. Okay, so when you do that, you block that person. You block them on the phone, Facebook, Twitter, anywhere, those social sites. Block, 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 block. Any which way that you can block. Just do it. Okay. Um, This is boot camp. And by the way, the things that I'm telling you to do right now, this is boot camp way. You want speedy end. This is boot camp end, okay? So then you want to pack up everything your significant other ever gave you. Everything. For me, that was a little difficult. It was a little difficult. I packed up most of her things. Um, there's this picture frame over my bed, which I have a hard time removing because it means a lot. There's huge significance in there. And also, I'm more stable in leaving this relationship behind, so it's not like I'm not at that point where out of sight, out of mind. I don't mind having that. So that was like one thing that I left out. But throw away, box up everything, okay? Even write down, throw away, go in the freezer, throw out her ice cream, throw out her foods, throw out her slippers, throw out those things, you throw them out, throw those out. The slippers, her pajamas, everything that she's left in the house, that whether she just happened to leave there or that she's given you or he's given you, pack it up. Out of sight, out of mind. That's basically what you want to do. Out of sight, out of mind. Okay. Stay busy. Stay busy. And I forgot to say this. Before you tell your significant other that it's over, you also want to make a list. Make a long list of things that you can do. Because when you're still in the relationship, you're thinking a whole lot more clearer. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. The more prepared you are ahead of time, the more you'll be successful at this, because it's like I said, when that person has been cut off, you somehow lose your mind, you lose your memory, you don't know why it is that you're leaving this person behind. You think that you're crazy, like what are you doing, you need paper trail. You need a paper trail to remind you of what you are doing, okay, and reasons why, and why this is so important to follow through. So pull out a list of what can you do. Go to your favorite park, not the park that she goes to, okay? Go to your own favorite park. Go for a bike ride. Go to work. Go volunteer. Go do things that maybe you're not used to doing, but these are the things that you want to try, like volunteer work. I never tried that before, but you make up your own list, okay? This video is gonna be really long. Stay away from, like I said, stay away from places that she frequents. Stay away from because don't play yourself. Do not play yourself. You're gonna want to go here and there just to be nosy. But listen, you want to be nosy. You want to be nosy. That's the only person that's going to backfire on is you. Stay clear away. Do not, out of sight, out of mind. Point 12, cry it out. Cry it out, yes, of course. Now, here's one thing that I'm going to tell you that I'm really big on. I'm big on, which is, yes, give time to grieve. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt, but give your time. Give yourself rules. Okay, the rules is that you have 1 week to completely grieve. Maybe like a week. I wouldn't even say a week, about 5 days, 3 to 5 days of crying it out in your bed, bawling it out, whatever. If that's how you do, okay. But believe me, that's not how you have to set rules for yourself. After those 3 or 5 days, or the first week, let's just say the first week, it's time to get out of that bed, keep on a schedule, get up, put yourself on a schedule, get up out of that bed, take a shower, go to work. run your errands, take care of whatever your normal routine is. Stick with it. I don't care how sad you are. I don't care um, what's going on. Stick with it. If you have to cry in the shower, get your clothes off, get in the shower, cry in the shower. Then, if that's where you need to be. Actually, that is actually depending on your spirituality. If you believe in Jesus, say Our Father, say Hail Mary. Ask Mary, as a woman to woman, please help me with this, cleanse me of all this negativity, call on your spiritualism, okay? But keep to a routine. It's so important. I didn't write that down, I just added that in. But yes, that's very important, is to keep into a routine. The other point that I was going to make is don't overdo it with oh my God, the bawling too much. Don't overdo it too much. When you're sitting there and you're creating a thought, because it's going to be really hard in the beginning to stop thinking about that person, to stop thinking about that person, stop thinking about that person. It's going to be really hard to stop thinking about that person, okay? So try to make this as fast as possible. Issues, herbs. Don't fall into the black of the night. That's my point that I'm getting at. Okay, know this, and this is something that I learned. Okay, emotions snowball. Yes, I would, it was crazy because, like, for the first couple of weeks, I was doing great. I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting over this. This feels wonderful. This feels great. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. It's hard, but I'm doing this. Oh my gosh. And then when I got, like, to week 3 or something like that, then I started missing that person because, again, reality, like, in an IV was dripping in, and I'm like, oh no, what am I doing? And, but control your thoughts, control your emotions, and that is really hard, but you need to be at it. You're going to be tossing and turning, sleepless night, you're going to be wringing your hands, pacing the floor. Keep that person, keep your thoughts and your feelings in control. If you're feeling really, really harsh, if feeling it's a little bit too strong, cry it out a little bit, okay? But then give yourself a pep talk, like, this is okay, this is expected. I'm expected to cry, but know that this is going to be good for you. This is going to be good for you. Further down the line, you're going to be so free, and new opportunities are going to come. So give yourself a pep talk. Don't fall into the dark of the night, because one little tiny ember of feeling is, the more you feed it, the more it grows and grows and grows until it's out of control, until you're all over the place. You're like, oh my God, okay. So don't let your emotions and feelings snowball. Oh my gosh. And I think that might be it. Is that it? Okay, so I have 4 more. Sorry. You will get to a point where in your grieving process where you have 1,000,001 questions about what is she doing? What is he thinking right now? Is he missing me? Did we move on? Do you find somebody new? You're going to start thinking about all of those things. Stop crying about that. Stop crying. For number one, like I said, we talked about being honest with yourself. Tell yourself, you know what, number one, that's none of your business. But if you need to quell, yourself for just a moment, use your intuition. You've known this person for how many years? Okay? Use your intuition and use your logic. Damn well and good that person's not dating somebody new. And maybe after a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, maybe your ex will be the one who does the rebound. My ex she does rebounds, okay? So I would let myself know. I don't hide it. I don't hide that fact from myself. Actually, the more I told myself she's rebounding, it made me cry and hurt more. But you know what? It was steadily making me feel stronger and open the door, the reality door further, and it making me accept it more quicker than it was lying myself. Oh no, she's sitting at home feeling so miserable and so no, she's not. Because I know damn well I know my ex. I know my I know my significant other. I know what she's doing. Yes, she's crying and overdoing it. Then she gets angry. Now she's gonna put it in my face. Find a rebound. Okay. And basically, it's all for show. Isn't that what rebounds are for? But I was just thinking like, I remembered another point. Oh my gosh. So important. This is such an important point. Okay. So what you need to realize that even though this is like boot camp, getting over your ex, if you follow my instructions to a T, this is going to be really, really quick for you to get over. For some people, and it's sad, sad. Not that I had a friend who would take a year to get over a boyfriend. Took her 2.5, 3 years to get over a friend, just a friend who dumped her. You know what I mean? And you know what? You're not going to be that person who's crying and whining over somebody who doesn't deserve you, never did deserve you in the first place. You're not going to waste your time. You're not going to waste your life away. You know why? Because you need to mend, you need to get better, you need to get up, and you need to go. Because you're too good to be sitting there crying and hurting and wasting your life out, like wasting your life away because you need to carry on with your life. So, but even still, my point was is that you can't be in too much of a boot camp. Time does heal all. Time is of essence. You have to go through this too shall pass, you know. You have to feel it. Your brain is logical, but not your heart. Your heart, yeah. You have you can look at it that way. Like there's two portions of you: your brain and your heart and your soul. So you have your brain is doing one thing, your heart wants another thing. Your brain wants speed. Your heart is like, oh no no no, we have to do this right. We have to, take care of our soul. We have to remember. So that was a little humor for you, but yes. But even still that yes, of course we do need time, but you can still stay strong, control your thoughts, control your feelings, the best you can. Keep that person out of your mind, out of sight, out of mind, and work on yourself. Go join a gym, whatever. But if you follow what I'm telling you, it will be speedy, fast delivery of getting this person out of your life and you back on. Yeah. So, oh my gosh, I hope that this is still going. Um, let's see. Okay, so there's two things. Oh my gosh, I just wrote it down. I didn't write down right, and now I forgot. Okay, so just hey, listen. In the end of this, just like I said, I already gave you that speech about being strong. You can do this. Believe me, this is something you can pull through. You are worth it. You are worth it. Your significant other knows that you're worth it, and that's why they want to keep you around. Okay, all right. So. Believe in yourself. Trust yourself that you are hot stuff. You're amazing. You're wonderful. And there's somebody out there who's going to find you just as amazing. Somebody who's loving you. Somebody who's, really going to treat you in the respect that you deserve. okay? Somebody who's not so sucking on you, emotional vampirism, you know, you don't need that anymore. Just have a strength, have within yourself to combat this. I did have one strong point after I listened to this video. I'm like, oh, I forgot this one part, and goodness. Um, I'm not going to remember this right now. All I wrote was be happy, but there was something that was like more to that. Okay, well, maybe I'll put it in a bubble if I remember it. But okay, so here we go. This is going to be an hour. I'm going to have to break this down. Um, but okay, so good luck. I love you guys. Um, if you have any questions and want my opinion, and I say opinion because the last time, some people are like they want specifics and for me to be correct on every detail, and I'm sorry about that. So if you have any questions, if I'm not being very clear about anything, or if you need some support, well, please just leave comment, and I will get back to you. As you can see with my other videos, I do get back to you. Okay, so good luck, love you. Okay, bye.